it's Sandra. Welcome to another episode of Asexualise, my Asexual Life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual. So subscribe and hit that bell icon afterwards. You've hit the subscribe button, of course, and never miss an episode. So, yes, I'm back live. And have you ever experienced this? You've got a person who's come in your inbox, could be on Facebook or Instagram or any other social media channel, and they start messaging you and they start asking you things when you don't even know them. And they take your valuable and precious asset away from you, which is your time. Have you ever been in a situation where you had someone text you a lot, then all of a sudden they disappear? Or they text you a lot, you reply, and then they stop texting or barely text you at all. Have you had a scenario where literally this person is just speaking to you for hours and hours and hours, but the conversation's not really going anywhere? If this sounds like a situation you've been in, please listen carefully to this episode because I'm going to explain and tell you what the best course of action is. So first of all, if you don't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, author of this awesome Asexual Perspectives book on Amazon. I help asexuals with dating, love, life, and relationships. And so, yes, if you've come across this type of person that literally is in your inbox and asking you questions when you've only just met, but questions that are like taking your time up, beware. So I'm going to talk to you now about a message I got. It is from an Indian guy because, as you know, on this channel, I like Indian guys. I'm not actively pursuing a relationship anymore, but I'm still in a big dating group on Facebook, which has got loads of Indian guys in it. And I went in this group back in April, and I'm still getting guys come in my inbox pretty much every day from it, some of which are fake profiles, I have to say. But anyway, this guy, he said to me, "Hi Sandra, asexual is nice. Myself, I'm a doctor." Obviously, I'm not going to reveal his name, but it says doctor in his profile. And I said, "Thanks, but I'm looking for a guy actually in the UK of his own accord. And I lead a very public life, so I don't think we would be suitable because most doctors don't want to be with someone who's, or this is my thinking, in a relationship with someone who's asexual and leads a very public life like me and publicly out about being an asexual cougar, publicly likes kissing and all this type of thing." I did speak to an actual other guy on Facebook dating when I was active on there, and he was like a student in the UK studying to be a doctor. And I said to him that you may like me and I might like you, but at the end of the day, I don't think you're going to want to be in a relationship with me long term because I think you'll want to keep your relationship private, and I'm very public out on YouTube and stuff like that. And so he agreed with me, so we had to part ways. But that was how to cut the conversation very quickly in that scenario, because I know that most doctors like to leave a public life, secretive life. It's surprising actually how many guys on Facebook dating, when I was on it, actively on it, I'm permanently take a break now. It's surprising how many of those were doctors, and they wanted one night stands, and I'm thinking, really? Like every time I go to a hospital or stuff like that now, it usually crosses my mind. Oh, where has these Indian guys been? Like, who they had sex with the night before or several times a week, you know what I mean? So they're really into casual relationships by the look of it. I'm guessing that's because they do a lot of hours in their work, but even so, it just makes me feel, ugh, do you know what I mean? So this guy, I made it clear to him in message that I was looking for a guy in the UK, right? And then he says, "Okay, Sandra, I hope you're doing great. I suggest getting ready for my day 3 of my boot camp, so can't stop to talk. Myself, I'm from India, Goa." Now, I've already told him I'm looking for a guy in the UK. So clearly, he's then saying he's in India, right? And then he's saying, "Enjoy your day, hugs." I don't know this guy. He's just come in my inbox. And here it goes. I want to ask you a few things. If you free, tell me please, okay. Right, this guy wants to ask me questions to take up my time when I have told him we are not suitable. I'm going to have some water now, right? And so this is not something you want to allow when you're looking to date or get into a relationship. You don't want to allow these people to suck the life out of you and take your most precious asset and gift, which is your time. Time you can never get back. Once it's gone, that's it. Excuse me. Once the time is gone, that's it. It's done. You can't ever get time back again. So don't waste it on people that do not give you what you want and that can't give you what you want, because it's just wasting your life and wasting your time. And these people will love to do that because they like to be the center of attention. They like to get answers just for the hell of it. And lots of the time, these people will be asking me intrusive questions, because I want to ask you a few things. It's probably to do with asexuality and to do with, like, do you masturbate? Like, do you do any sex whatsoever? And all this load of questions that I really don't want to answer over and over again, because it's got nothing to do with whether I want sex with someone or not, whether I masturbate or not. And it just really pees me off, It's like, I am not interested in having sex. I don't want to participate in any sexual acts whatsoever. And whether I masturbate or not is completely irrelevant, because that's doing stuff with myself or not. And it's got nothing to do with another person. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely nothing to do with someone else. And so anyway, this is just not on, You don't want these type of people in your life that waste your precious time. When you could be talking to people that make you much more happier, even your friends, or doing stuff you just love and enjoy, or spending time with yourself. So I said, we aren't suitable at all. And I am busy all day and not interested. Right? I've already made it clear I'm not interested because we're not suitable. And then he said, listen, I always find this a very aggressive when some Indian guys say this. Listen, I'm not asking you for anything. What did he ask me for? He asked me to give me, he asked me to give him my time. I want to ask you a few things. If you're free, tell me, please, okay. Then he said, I'm not asking you for anything. But clearly he is. He's asking me to spend some time talking to him, answering his questions when I've already clarified and confirmed we are not suitable. Right? You do not need to answer people's questions when you know someone is not suitable for you. You do not need to waste your precious time on these type of people. You don't owe them anything. They come in your inbox, which is basically intruding in your life. They don't even say what their intentions are, and it's just like not on, right? Time is the most precious gift. And if you've got guys who do not respect it, or any gender, I'm choosing guys because obviously I'm only interested in guys, right? But if you have people come into your life that do not respect your time, that do not value your time, they're not going to value it or respect it if you continue to communicate with them. You should only be communicating and spending time with people who lift you up, who make you feel good about yourself, and who you enjoy being around. Not people like that who are completely not suitable for you. Right? You just don't want to be living that type of life. You want to be living the best life possible for you. You want to be making the best use of your time for you. There's a lot of power in being single. I really do love being single. Right? I'm getting so much stuff done in my career that I have not done for years of my life, And I can't do that if I'm busy spending time with people who are unsuitable for me. When I was on Facebook dating, or Bumble even, I was spending between 1 hour and 4 hours a night going through profiles and seeing if I want to message anyone, seeing if I like anyone, changing my filters. Because yes, I did want to find the right person, but now I don't want to be in a relationship at the moment. I'm still open to it, but I don't actually want it at the moment. I think my life's a lot better since I've given that up and that idea. Right? My productivity is increased tenfold, if not more than that. Especially as I'm growing my Make Money Make Cash channel now. Thank you to those of you who subscribe to that. I'm going to be interviewing people on that. So I'm going to be continuing to be here for you on this channel, though I know I haven't been live streaming quite as much lately because I've had a lot of stuff to do for that and learn new software to learn. But you know, this channel is gonna just have more videos as well, and I'm trying out different videos, and so it's all good. But I'm taking the 1 to 4 hours would spend a night searching for guys and using it to build like my business up, because obviously on the other channel I'm going to be able to do books for entrepreneurs as well and books for authors and stuff like that because I'm building a book publishing business, as you know. Of course, I want to write more books for asexuals. I've still got to finish the Asexual Guide to Sex, which I haven't done for about 6 weeks. And I know that sounds really bad. I had some legal stuff to do and that's ongoing. And also I've been doing this channel. I feel it's the right thing for me to do to grow the other channel at the same time as this one now, because I just feel like it's something I've got to do. I've kind of got about 6 months I need to really grow that in. I can't really explain why, but it's kind of like a deadline I have for myself, or earlier than that. And there is a reason why, a very good reason why, but I can't really say why. But anyway, I need to do it. And I just intuitively know I need to do that. I've been waiting to do it a long time and I put it off so I could focus on the Asexual Guide to Sex book. But I now know I need to get all that set up with the website, get the interviewees booked on and everything and get that going. So because basically, like I do most of the stuff I do for asexuals for free, and I need to get an income coming in from, other sources in the future. And so that channel has a potential for me to make training courses for that audience and books and things like that. And it's a different type of audience that will buy those type of things. And I've been in the entrepreneur space now for 10 years, but I've only just like basically stabbed my stake in the ground and say I'm going for it. And so it's very important that I grow that as well, because I just know it's going to make me more confident as well. I'm really good at interviewing because I used to do hospital radio for years. I used to be a hospital radio presenter. And so I'm used to kind of being like in that interview mindset. And so I'm really looking forward to where that goes, but I've had to like buy new software, learn it really quickly. I just bought some more in the last few hours and it's like, oh my gosh, I got so much to do. Like literally it's coming out of my ears. I barely have time to go to the toilet. And so, I'm trying to build my future up, it's very important I do that. So with all that time that I used to waste, if you like, trying to find a guy that I couldn't find the right guy for me, now I'm just putting all that time to good use. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, you've got 1 to 4 hours every single night back because you're not doing that anymore. And if you can give 1 to 4 hours for guys who you don't even know on dating apps that might not even be any good for you, and the majority really weren't, then that's time you can be spending wisely on your own personal development, on your own self-improvement, and actually, getting down to business, building your other brand. Because I don't want to be stagnant and stuck in life months down the line. Because I know the current situation we're in is going to change in the future. And so I need to be prepared for that, right? And so it's very important that I grow that as well. Really important for security and safety, and also just to develop myself as a person. I've got so much intelligence and skills, and I need to expand them even more and use them even more. And for those of you who are on that journey with me on the other channel, thank you so much. I love you so much. But this is why we shouldn't waste time on people that are really not suitable for us. Because if we're wasting time on the wrong people, we can't be spending time with the right people. And we might not be in the right mind or the right situation to date and get into a relationship. It might be better to put that on hold and do what I'm doing is fulfilling my passions and everything I've ever dreamed of, you know? And I just feel so much better for focus on me, listening to my inner coach, listening to my inner guidance, listening to my inner intuition, and going for what I really want in life and not letting anything hold me back and making decisions super fast just like that and go like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. You know, I'm just going to get that now. And so I'm not holding back. I just know what I need to do. And I've had it in my mind for ages, but I've been holding back because I wasn't sure I could cope with that and this channel as well, because this channel obviously is my main focus and I love helping asexuals. But in order to help more asexuals, I realized I need to grow that channel now because I'm known over on that channel as the asexual entrepreneur. And in order to reach a more global audience where asexuality is concerned, I need to reach a majority population of the world. And entrepreneurs are thought leaders and they usually have hundreds of thousands of followers. And so that's why I need to get asexuality recognized over there, as well as helping people to make money, make cash online. You know, I'm going to be interviewing loads of different people in loads of different niches, how they do it. So you can too. I'm really looking forward to it. And so, you know, when someone says they didn't ask you for anything, but they asked you to spend time with them, they're asking you for a whole lot. And I think it's really ignorant when I get guys who just want to waste my time. I think it's so ignorant and rude. I know a number of those. I had a guy coming through on my email the other day saying, "Shall we connect on Instagram?" I have no idea who he is. And I said, "So why do you want to connect?" He had I presume it's a he had an Indian name. And I'm thinking, do I already know this guy or what? Right? Because, you know, out of the blue, I said, "Well, why would you want to connect with me? Like, what's the point?" And he never replied, you know? So people like that are just wasting your time. You know, if someone really likes you, really cares about you, really wants to be in a relationship with you, they will actually spend time pursuing you and actually spend time messaging you in your inbox to your convenience, right? Expecting a woman, which I get a lot. I'm just going to move the laptop a minute so it's not rocking so much. You know, a guy who doesn't respect a woman's time is not a good guy. I get so many guys, I think they think because they're the man, they do work, they can just have a woman at their beck and call and disposable whenever they feel like it. But that's not the case. Certainly not with me. If a guy doesn't respect and value my time, then he's not for me, right? I get guys coming in my inbox going, "Oh, when you're free." It's like, I'm not free. If you want quality time with me, and I'm not interested in guys who want superficial time with me, and you might be suitable for me, then let's book it in a calendar. Let's book it in the system. Let's book it in a diary. Let's get it done. Stop effing around. I don't like these guys who just go, "Oh, message me when you like," wishy-washy. Like, I've got any free time. I don't have free time. I allocate all my time every day of the week, pretty much. I know what I'm doing every day. If I'm seeing friends, I see them on set days usually. We arrange that in advance. You know, mutually convenient time, then that time is quality time spent with them. The rest of the time, I'm busy like doing social media, usually. Well, at the moment, I'm busy doing my Make Money, Make Cash website, updating all that because it was just a one-page site before, and now it's going to have at least 3 pages to it. And I'm having to redo the other page that was up there before, plus add 2 new ones. So it's a lot of work for me. And, you know, I'm busy learning new software, busy getting other people ready to be interviewed by me. It requires like communication, a lot more communication. I'm going to have to be available at certain times on certain days now because I'm going to have a calendar to put people in for interviewing. So my life is kind of not going to really be my own anymore. But I'm going to have Sundays off because that's my self-date day. But, you know, it's a lot of extra work for me, but it's gonna be worth it. I feel much better. I feel like I'm more in tune with my calling, which clearly is asexuality, writing books that change lives, and entrepreneurship, it would seem as well, because I know where I should be in the future, and I think that's a huge part of it. So, you know, you've just got to go for what you want in life and not anyone hold you back. And I just get so peed off with guys who just think they can waltz into my life, message me when they damn well feel like it, with no regard for my feelings, no regard for my time, no regard for my precious time, no regard for my life, and treat me like a doormat. It isn't happening. And I would encourage you, if you're in a similar situation, to not let those people treat you like a doormat. You deserve better. A person who genuinely likes, cares, loves, and respects you will want to spend quality time with you. They'll book time in advance with you. They'll make you feel like they care about you, even if you're not messaging them back. My friends, they don't wait to have a conversation with me when I'm free. They'll be waiting for friggin' ever. They message me and then I message them back. They message me, I message them back. Sometimes we're in the same message chat thread at the same time, so we can have a back and forth conversation. Other times we're not, because we lead busy lives, but we always know and have security and peace of mind that we'll get back to each other. And it's always understood that is. Right? But if you've got someone who's making you feel like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna hear from them again, whether if I reply or I don't reply, I'm not sure they're gonna keep in touch, then those are the wrong people and wrong person. A person who very, very much values you and cares about you will not just stop messaging you just because it's not convenient to you. They will wait, or they will, if they have some actual wisdom and thought put into it, they'll actually ask you, like, "When are you free?" Or which they might say, like, "Message when you're free," but if they say, "When are you free?" then obviously in my case, when I'm not free, then they should be saying, "Well, how can I arrange to speak to you then?" You know, that type of thing. If they want a video call, they have to, like, actually schedule a video call in with me or a phone call. I've scheduled things in like that with my friends, Skype calls, video calls, phone calls, in-person time, you know, because my time is precious and I get stressed if I don't get my stuff done. I have a lot of stuff I need to get done, and I can't get that done if I'm stressing, right? But someone who's good won't will respect your time. They don't just waltz into your life going, "Oh, be free when I want you." You know what I mean? That type of thing is never good. You know, and if someone's thinking about having a relationship with you and they literally work Monday to Friday and you work all weekends, they need to figure out how they're going to spend quality time with you. They're going to be prepared to see you in the evenings after their work. Or are they just going to want to see you at weekends when you can't do it because you're busy working? Or could you make time for the weekends? It requires compromise. It requires them to see you some evenings after their work and you see them some evenings after your work. Can't just say, "Oh, I'm working, I'm not gonna see you." It's ridiculous. So make sure that people value your time and value your worth. You know, people shouldn't be coming into your life demanding your time when you don't even know them, especially. No one should be demanding your time. Everyone should be respectful and realize what a precious gift it is. And if they don't, then that's their loss. You know, when a guy says to me, "I'm not asking you for anything," but yet wants me to spend time answering his questions when I said we're not suitable, he is asking me for something. He's asking me to spend time with him that I don't need to spend. Right? So just don't spend your time on people who don't really care about you, don't really appreciate you, who just want to speak to you for their own means, not because they genuinely want to form a deep, committed friendship or relationship with you. Because you deserve better. No one should be used. And it's disgusting using people. And I wish people would get given courses in how to respect people's time, how to understand that a woman is not at a guy's beck and call. I know in a lot of foreign countries, they're used to women being subservient to guys, where woman is a housewife or maid. The guy basically comes home from work, expects his dinner on the table, expects to lead the life that he leads. Ray. Woohoo. Wooha. Yeah, it's annoying, really annoying. And so a woman is not subservient to a man. A woman does not have to drop the things she's doing in her life to please a guy, and whatever gender you're interested in, you don't have to drop anything for them, right? Because your time is very precious. Like I said at the beginning of this video, you cannot get it back. And so there's no point in continuing a conversation with someone who clearly isn't suitable. Like, even now, if I get someone in my inbox that wants to be my friend, but they clearly are not suitable for me, like I'm feeling bad when I talk to them, I'm feeling like they're draining my energy, I feel they're very negative towards me, I'm gonna like say in the end, look, I don't think we're suitable to be friends. I'm not saying they're not good to be friends with someone else, but they're not good to be friends with me because I'm not getting good feeling about them for me personally. I've had to say that this year to a couple of people, not to do with dating and relationships, just of people that come in my inbox saying they want to be my friend, but actually I'm not feeling good about the way they're talking to me or the way they're behaving in messaging. Right. And I will sometimes be honest, even to the point where I say, look, I'm not happy with the way you speak to me, or, sometimes the way you speak to me is not nice. And so I think it's best if we don't be friends, because I would rather be honest and tell them that than waste their time. If I want people to value my time, then I have to value theirs. And I think it's pointless carrying on a connection when it's going nowhere. And if it's making one or more people feel bad, it's better to move on and just live the life of your dreams, live a life that makes you feel good and happy, and be connected with the people that lift you up and make your time feel amazing. When I was at the boot camp for 3 days, pretty much everyone was spiritual there, and I'm a hugely spiritual person. It's all about being uplifted, trusting your intuition, going with what your inner knowing is and belief, and just feeling so good and being around people who want to share ideas, support each other, lift each other up, and that's what life should be like. Not someone who's draining and sucking the energy out of you and who's wasting your time. Right? Time you can never get back. Once it's gone, it's completely gone forever. So if someone is saying, I'm not asking you for anything, but they're expecting you to spend time messaging them, chatting with them, or answering their questions, they are asking you for something. They're asking you for your time. That is still something. It's a big something. And so people, I really wish, would be trained into realizing that time is a very precious gift, and you shouldn't be taking advantage of other people's time. You should be actually asking them how it's best to communicate with you and how it's best to spend time together, because you want that. If you're suitable, there's no point in carrying on if you're not. It's just a waste of both your times. Anyway, I hope you've found this video useful, helpful, insightful. Remember, if you're dating or looking for a relationship, it's always a good idea to cut out those people who you know are not suitable for you as soon as possible. Yes, you might worry about what they think, but it doesn't matter. They are a stranger to you at that stage, but it's much better to let them go, because if you don't, then you could get attached to them, or they could get attached to you, and it's more heartache and pain down the line and more wasted time. You can never get time back. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found any of this information useful, helpful, insightful at all, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Thank you, Ray, for being in conversation tonight, and I'll see you soon next video live stream. Lots of love. Take care. Bye. Have a beautiful day.